パート GG さん Thank you for the follow ありがとう Nice to meet you あ Thank you for the voice chat too ハロハロ Nice to meet you ありがとうねありがとうございます。Yeah, today I'm gonna make snow globe です。そろそろ作り始めようか。We need to start making it、あ、フードの間から見れるよ。さっきからね、踊ってね、撮れてる。そうね、顔に合ってないと思ってる、今日のコスプレ。なんかね、なんだろう、童顔の、めちゃくちゃ垂れ目な女の、垂れ目っていうかなんか、釣り目か、逆に。釣り目の、なんか、ね、でっかい、なんかすごい、子供っぽい顔をしてる感じの子が似合いそうなんだよね。キャラクターがすごい可愛いんですよ。私なんか、なんだろう、老けてる。私老けてるし、身長が高すぎて、なんかでかいバージョンに見えちゃうんだよね。でもいつもとちょっと違う。without food、フードなしこんな感じ。どうしてる方がいい。顔でかい。ずっと罵ってる今日。なんか、なんだろう、もうちょっと髪の毛、顔ちっちゃくて見えるように改良しようかな、髪の毛。So many popular games and the people love the soundtrack, but everyone take it. あ、RPG さんまたね
ー。ん
Double? Oh,
oh nice.
my. Wait,
Okay.
they're back to the mics.
For
They're
the,
back to the grubbies.
Boop, boop.
Oh, no. Red team didn't get enough the first time around. Okay, they escaped this time, though. And this time Lucian is on. Ah. Aha. All right. Time for some Lucian money. Definitely needs it. Time to catch back up. XU hunting. Wait, what? We gotta instant replay another 1v1? Alright. Tenacity wants it. He's got the red buff. He approaches Fudge on the minions. Fudge stacks up his passive. He hits him with the ult. Into. I mean, that's not even close. What the hell? That's painful.
Just gifted
5 more? Oh my god. The pinata is open again. Everybody, go quick. Scramble. Pick up your subs. The pinata's back. Mustachiary. Thank you for 5 more gifted. Oh my god. That's 11 to just tonight. The pinata is open. If you didn't get one, it's a skill issue. That's your fault. Oh my god. Man, is Jax just gonna be permapick again? Seems like it. No skill in league or in chat. GG. 180 ping. The 180 ping Jin snipes. Not quite enough to finish him, but still look good. Uh-oh, here comes the squad. Here comes the squad. And it's a big shutdown. There's one, there's one, there's one, there's one. Fudge pushing, fudge pushing. Red team, careful. You basically don't have Lucian. Ooh, danger, danger. Here comes Fudge on the flank. Oh, wait, he got zoned. Oh. Waddle, little Yordle, waddle. It's a disaster. Not quite that bad of a disaster. Unless Fudge gets another kill. Fudge is going to be a monster. XU is already a monster. Maybe our Dignitas stocks are rising. Eh? Maybe a little bit? Anybody gonna buy in early on the Dignitas stocks? I think no tier list will have Dignitas in top 5 even. No, there might be one with top 5. No tier list will have them top 4 though. I'm pretty sure no tier list will have them top 4. Anybody want to buy in early and say that they will? Maybe. No. No. Oh yeah, if you buy in on TSM stocks, then you're buying in really, really early. Before they even come back to the league early. Are all of the rosters confirmed? Probably not confirmed. I think most of the rosters have had a lot of the stuff leaked. And there's a decent amount that has been confirmed. I don't know if it's 100% of the players.
Well, player, I'm seeing
Yeah,
Cloud9 top
Jensen's
lane,
on
pro
Black
player
List.
on 2 Jags.
Jensen
Some
and Fire,
pressure.
Quibbo,
Dignitas, Exhume,
Masu,
Fudge going in for
and
kind of
Lucian.
kill. Pull from Raptor's position on the outside. Corgi repositioning, trying to get off the stun. Locks in back to a taunt from APA. Get filled back out. Yeah, plays the trap, falls back as Jin. Corgi disengaged with the tunnel. APA follows suit.
Ozx has really gotten
Oh,
back into the
re-engage from
game
APA.
too. Pretty impressive.
Taking
Good,
a lot of
good.
damage, low on health. Dies to tenacity
Red
on
team,
Aatrox.
okay. Red team's getting scrappy right back into it.
I know.
Okay. Fudge is still going to be a problem though. Riftmaker, huh? So Riftmaker no longer has the true damage, but it has the mask increase and bonus damage, and it has the Omnivamp. After 5 seconds, Omnivamp, and it has the health conversion. Still seems really good.
What did you have this time?
What kind of
XU,
bonus
follow up,
damage is
Fudge.
there? It just says 2% bonus damage, so I guess it's at the
Dignitas,
same type.
XU. Good ult from Corgi J. Fires a shot. Yeon drops the trap. Ult from. What is ISU? Fires miss. Yeon fires hits. Gauge for the stun.
Oh my god! Oh my god, Ziggs
Red fires
lives!
his ult. W poke miss.
That was hilarious.
Although Graham
One
Kaiser
ping.
repositions. Team is sitting positioning on war. I think Ziggs is TPing in.
Baby.
Team is falling back. Blue side is getting collapsed upon in a concave position from the
It's
TP.
gonna be a murder.
Disengage. Down goes
I
Yuna.
like the red team
Corjay
comeback
tries to tunnel
angle.
away.
Looking better
Stuns.
and better.
Trapped in his position. Falls to
Another shutdown, and they get this
RBM and
tower.
Cobb.
They've basically come back then. They already have the
Mm-hmm.
dragon. When's next one? Oh, the next one is up. That's 2.
Gold lead drops to 2.4k.
They did it.
Blue side in 18 minutes has officially lost their early game positioning and gold lead. Mm-hmm.
Well, Yon and APA are both in Korea, so they're on 180 ping at the moment. Whoa.
RBM on calls again. Picks off Fudge on the side lane. In between
Amazing
Tier 1, Tier
shutdown.
2 bot side, blue
Core
side.
JJ does have
Corjay with
Bard ult.
Chase. Trying to apply pressure.
Kha'Zix has
Gets
jump
poked out by
though.
Khan.
Jump.
Fires the ult.
Yep.
Kha'Zix jumps away. Exterior is pursuing the chase. Misses with the Q. Over Pursuer from blue side. APA pushes bot way past river. Yeon is slightly past go to Wolves, blue side. Top way pushed in by Tenacity. Collapses with no XP caught or gained.
Carousel queue better than pushing ping champs queue. I mean, they get to play with their duo.
Yeon is
For
posturing
Yon,
the
I
mid
can
lane.
definitely see it because Yon is duo with Core
Far
JJ.
misses the W.
But gets to play with his
Tuckerman trades out
actual
with the skill
LCS
set.
lane mate.
Corjay is applying pressure in the mid lane with Yeon.
Amazing.
Serpat gave back vision
I guess
control.
you got an argument to make.
Command attack is applying pressure from right side mid. First tier tower. APA is positioning off of right side.
Because they
Wolves.
enabled duo and champs queue now, which is pretty cool. A lot of the pros were asking for
Fires the
that.
ult.
It's really, really good for
To
bot
get
players to
Yeon.
practice.
Engage with Jidal. Gets pushed back.
I would also
Command attack
pitch
on
that it's
Ziggs.
really good for mid junglers.
Corjay into the strides, bro. Gains the vision
I think
positioning
there's
of
a
red
lot of
side
mid
red buff.
junglers in the LCS that
Fudge
enabling
pushes out way
some
past top
more
way
duo
river.
queuing.
Red side cycling back through tri-bush. Cage disengages and secures vision in the mid lane. Blue side pushing waves.
Because I feel like with the new map, mid jungle is going to mean so much because you have to go bottom lane.
AP is peeking that he's headed towards
So
bot side tier
we're
2,
thinking
red
for
side.
season 14, since mid is even more open, it's harder to gank. You're going to try and get
Dream was backing,
mid
2 are staying on
pushing,
the map.
and then instead of killing mid,
Fudge is
you're going to
repositioning
go
blue side,
bottom
blue
lane.
buff.
There's so many ways to gank bottom.
AP on get layout pushes to tier
You
2.
can always go for tower dives towards mid though.
Red side
To have
Lucian is gathering the mid wave XP.
at
And now red side is
I do
engaging with
think
3, with the 2-1 split into the 3 positioning to secure Baron.
yeah, and
Blue
then
side
we
is
also might see because like API is spamming roaming mid lane champs, Galio and Sion so far.
Corjay
See
stuns
more of
and
that.
delays the enemy team, but to no avail. APA is looking to try and stop back timings, possibly. Corjay is moving
Spamming from
forward in 4
back.
positions, stuns 1, engages.
I'm trying to think about the
APA is
newer
in
items
position
here.
over the
If
wall.
there's anything
XU tries to
that's
fight.
gonna be super cool
He
for them.
engages. They fire their abilities.
Oh my god,
Jax fires. Yeon's firing his
that was
ult.
ambitious.
Mm,
They
wow,
should be
there's
kind of
actually
running that
3
boost.
red side champions that are extremely low, but APA does not have the mana to re-engage.
Sneaky and Meteos, I know. The OG Cloud9. That team was so funny. They're always memeing. They're memeing and winning. It was just the best of both worlds, you know? We got the Lemon Nation nod memes. We got the balls interview.
AP with the tonic, disengaged by the Ziggs.
Some good stuff.
In between.
The high
Blue side
high
Raptor.
secret
The
agent
river wall.
Zed.
Oh, they'll probably need new nomenclature for the map changes.
True. Meteos calm. I like
Are currently
Meteos'
observing
sarcastic brand of humor.
red side of Rakan is in a good position
It's super good, like
because he has
the
his
camp
team
delivery.
kind of falling through They both cycle across the
Always
wall. They dash
oh my god,
across.
they're so smooth.
Tenacity is applying pressure but repositioning off the TP threat. Fudge
Fudge teleports in.
TPs.
Wait, Galio? Oh, no ult.
Backs off.
No Galio ult.
APs applying pressure to a car. Blue side team has to fall back. Got chunked out by 3 of their champions. APA is still fighting, engaging into 1v3. Now he's in a 1v4 position. Stopwatch. Fudge goes forward, stuns, tenacity. Secures the kill.
Oh,
Red side Lucian
hardcore
just
pummel
misses.
bullet.
Yeon fires his ult. And is poking down. Red side with the Baron power play is still applying pressure. Digley's in red side. Bush control fires Q to land. Yeon has disengaged. Fudge is hovering across mid lane nexus. Tier 3 is gone.
In European
Mid lane
Tier 2
nexus
Guard
falls.
Gorilla?
Red side team disengages. Ugh.
APA has gotten 2 games in a row of this magic resist item. It is a big magic resist shield, but this time around he's against solo AP only. It's just the Ziggs. So I don't know about how valuable it is.
Encouraged to cross into vision.
And
Blue side
Rocket Belt
jungle Lee
is
Sin also
Fever
division.
on Nexus.
Stuns, fires, kicks, engages,
So if you really want the
assassinates
dash
Lucian.
effect,
Lee Sin trades away.
it is
Core
a
JJ
bit cheaper. You
tunnels
can get
out.
the dash effect a little bit
Studs.
easier.
Tenacity is on a
Oh, Windows Noti.
0-5 Lucian wins.
This is one of my favorite builds, though. I'm in love with the Cyclo Sword Collector. The Lord Doms. Yummy.
More so, not the fact that there's a 0-5 Lucian that's about to win this game. It's more so Rakan with good team fighting engaged. 26 minutes in the game. We're ending in the mid game.
Legend is
I don't think
way more
the
generalist now. I think it's
Galio mid
insane
works.
no rush item. Tons of flat ability haste, and then you just get a damage stacking set.
I'm also pretty sure
Basically, any champion that plays Conqueror, because you can stack Conqueror fast, you just stack your Sojin at the same time.
probably going to be 27 minutes in the game.
Simplified it.
I missed the
And
early
Cyclo Sword
game, but
is a new lethality energize item. It gives you the slow on auto attack. It's really good. Get dumped. Oh, teleporting in. Here we go. Could this be the last fight? It very well could be.
also
Unless we
conclude
get
that
a miracle.
I believe Cloud9 Fudge, I think he likes Team Liquid. So when you have a top laner dying 6 times, I think Dig Gonzalez so just gets outplayed by the well-played Cosmos. Is that old Dominion?
Alright. Unfortunately, the Korea queue 200 ping is 0-2 to start the night. But I respect the hustle. I respect the drive.
I think that's the old Dominion University on the East Coast.
That's what we need in Champs Queue. To fill
Jungler
queuing up.
just outplayed the pros.
I do not. Yeah. Tough times. Tough times. We have two other games running concurrently. So we're almost at 3. Because our one just ended and there's 2 others. Oh, wait a second. This other one also is already over. That means there should be a fresh one now then, if there's 2 games ended.
what?
WPE Blue 1v9
Oh yeah, I
Spain.
believe if the OLED moniker is for Old Dominion University, then it was university or college.
Who's in there?
Jungler named RBM just took out the pros. Well played match. He had like 12 kills in Kha'Zix, beating Dignitas. Be like challenger level.
Would love to watch
Post
me play solo queue. I throw in a game every once in a while. I'm really
Man,
serious about
maybe
climbing
Team
on
Liquid
my
should have
main
signed
account. But usually
RBM
when I
and
stream, I
started
want to
jungling
stream
instead
on
of
my Smurf account.
picking a guy named
Like a more
Umti who
warm-up style
was on a
game.
team in South Korea, a losing record for
When
7
I
years.
say I scream when things go bad in my
Yeah.
solo queue games on my ranked games on my main, I'm not joking. Because I'm so addicted to solo queue to ranked, it's got a hold on my brain.
Ooh, Arundel's really good.
Yo, Juan! Is that Energy Jungler Juan Garcia contracts? Holy. Got some new technology for us, mister?
Yeah, like Tenacity won, but it
Got
was more so
some contracts. Cyclo
RBM is
Sword
pretty good.
Collector Graves.
Cat Evolve's a
One-shotting
one-trick Katarina player in mid lane. Arundel
Let's
is
have a
also
Christmas
really
party.
good.
Oh, I'm down. Except I'm gonna be in the Bay Area for Christmas.
Double If. Pedrito
Happy New
is
Year.
South American
I'm
pro.
leaving on the 23rd. I'm leaving pretty soon too.
Kino, I've seen him for the past 2 years. He's doing pretty good.
Ooh. Honestly, Brew. Since the Raiders left the Bay Area, it's all Niners now. When I was little too, my whole family we were originally Niners fans. I remember super early on during the like Joe Montana, Jerry Rice era. As a little baby,
Oh, wait.
watching the Niners with the fam. Rengar bands.
Ringo bands.
And causes meltdown? The hell?
Somebody abandoned it. This cheeky guy. That's hilarious. They just watched RBM
Never
Kha'Zix.
solo queue. I change it all the time so that people can't track me down. Because when I had my name as Kobe, right, Kobe in game, people would target me and int me. And now there's also betting websites where people like bet on games and throw games and stuff. It's too sketch. It's too sketch if people get to know you. But I'll post a fresh screenshot every time I get Grandmasters. Good. Yone ban. I'm tired of Yone. I am tired. Let's get contracts to rename to Riot Kobe. So everyone targets him. True. He can tank it. Juan is OP. He can tank it. And Juan is also really good at fill. When we play Flex Q, whatchamacallit, Juan's got some mean mid lane. Some zigs. He's got some good bottom lane. This man can do it all. Contracts autofill. why he's such a good jungler. He's got the big brain. He knows how every lane works. The perfect gank timing. The perfect way to find the weakness for every player.
No, ban phase 3. Did they miss a
does help
ban?
a lot. I mean, I should autofill more. I should play more lanes. I should play more lanes. It would definitely help my jungling. Go run it in the bot lane. Oh, you know me. I will always run it in the bottom lane for sure.
I could play all 5 roles
Honestly,
and
though,
lanes
Jhin is
pretty
so
well,
good now.
but
Jhin is my go-to.
definitely the.
I could be down to throw up some Cyclo Sword Collector Jhin. English streaming champions queue? No problemo. I enjoy it. Stormrazor or Cyclo Sword better now? I mean, it depends on what you want. For Jhin, you want the lethality. But Stormrazor is still good on a lot of champs that want auto, attack speed. I generally prefer if my items have like on hits or active slows for enemy champs than if they give me speed up
Just waiting on food.
as well. So I think the Cyclo Sword active is
What am I
might
doing
get a little
wrong?
bit more weight
Freaking
too.
out.
I mean, speeding up is good, but being able to slow your opponent for picks and stuff with something is
I think they're on their
just my
way.
preference. I mean, that's obviously because I'm a
Yeah, cool.
jungler
Yeah,
and I
they'll
like
be
to
here
be
like
gank
10
friendly.
minutes, just waiting on dinner.
Support
Watching
Brawl or rare
some
win? I think I might be getting reported if I do
Champions
that.
Queue. Oh,
What is your list?
of course, this is.
I've got a stun. I have some utility.
You have
Alt jungler when I'm level 6.
red side Tenessa
Talradar?
top lane. Yukino, it's jungler.
Sure. I'll do Volibear support
Catavolve,
if Contracts
it's
is
mid
my
laner.
junglist.
You have
If
double lift
Promises is
as
come on my 6.
ADC. You have
Actually, he has to come
Borderito
earlier. He has to come
as the
when I
support.
want to flash stun.
You have Clyde as support blue side. You have red as a
Honestly, who am I
ADC
fooling?
blue side.
Everybody's going to be bottom
Arendelle,
Karma anyway. Everyone's
mid
going to be
laner blue
bottom the
side.
whole season.
RPM, blue side jungler. And you have Diesel as top laner, blue side.
What? Wait, I don't even know. What did
The
I
Rel
say?
could be jungler. The Rel could be bot lane
I thought I said
support.
who am I?
MF
Oh,
is
how am I
going to
6?
red as ADC pick. Fifth bans are in place. Ban Alistar, Poppy, Chase, and Bard. Also, to be speaking, good bans. Also on the Poppy, don't really need to
Weapons to me a bit
ban
more
Poppy.
misspecialty though. Rel is still definitely OP.
Don't need to
He
ban
also
Rengar.
Misfortune and Rumble, big wombo combo. Everybody always wants a Rel on their team.
I wonder why they banned Alistar. Is it the
That's not
thing?
true.
Oh, I get it. Yeah. Alistar would be
Man, who remembers
Alistar would be a good
Elder's
matchup
Rel
against Rel.
flash over the Ash Arrow, engage at Dragon Pit? Can you picture that fight in your mind right now? I was just looking at this Rel and Champ Select, and I saw that team fight. I saw that play. That was
Red side
so
chooses
crazy
fourth pick
because they were getting
Norton.
pushed out.
Blue side fourth pick
He was getting chunked
chooses
down, and then he just sends it. He
Jarvan at
flashes right over
J4.
the Ash Arrow. Perfect engage. Faker swoops in. I have that one framed on my wall. Nice. Dude, that actually put up a... It's feasible now to,
Blue
like,
side 10 seconds to pick, last pick.
make a
Still
moving,
selecting.
like, Harry Potter style
Looking for
portrait and hang it up on
counter
your
to
wall.
Oriana mid. Looks like
But it's not even
Arendelle
hard now.
wanted Ari.
You can basically make a GIF.
Sure, yeah. Any type of
And
assassin. But
just mount it on your
what is
wall.
the
Just get it.
percentage
Screens
makeup
are not
of
screens are not
Ari
that
into
expensive now. I feel like
Oriana?
you could get a pretty cheap
Oriana
screen,
versus
put a little frame on it,
first. Let's go strong against mid
and then you
lane.
got your own moving
Yeah, Ori
Harry
essentially
Potter portrait.
beats
GG.
other mages. She could beat. She could poke down some assassins. And if you go weak
Okay, we got
against mid
another
lane,
Nocturne Orianna with
traditionally
the
you should
Rakan.
be.
Both teams have Wombos.
Yeah, Tali just kind of out duels her. Talon can do the damage, out sustain, out poke,
Yeah, against
damage,
the Harry
damage.
Potter ones, you need to incorporate AI. It's still
Essentially,
doable,
it's an
but you
even
just have
fight.
to
Yeah, you should
incorporate
have
AI.
chose any other type of assassin or something. Even
And we
yeah,
didn't have to
Nico
go
has a
through
better
Harry Potter
percentage.
portrait. Wait, your name is Slitherclaw. It's Slytherin Ravenclaw here.
Essentially, that's why I didn't really
It's from
like it when I saw it.
the Harry Potter.
I saw the
See?
Ari pick versus the Orianna as the counter. It doesn't as the last pick. You should show
Perfect.
something else. There's not a good pick.
I dated a girl one time that would really
MF
put a
Jin,
lot of
let's look at
weight
the
on
Misfortune
what I was
versus
going to
Jin.
get out of the Harry Potter
Matchup.
quiz for which house I belong to. But those are so easy to manipulate. And she was like a trendy. She wanted to be Slytherin because she red flag. Yeah. But so I was like, all right, well, shit. I'll just answer all of the questions on the quiz with anything that's like
Jin is
dark
strong
or
against
scary or related to
MF.
spamming. And surprise, surprise! Oh my God,
That
I
was
got
a little
Slytherin!
weird.
Wow, it's
Was
perfect.
that
We're meant to be.
the counter pick versus weak against? Ooh, it's probably just the
Isn't that crazy?
So Jin loses against Vayne's mobility, poke mobility, early game damage. Lucian. It's probably just
75%
damage, utility,
Ravenclaw with that
damage,
25%
early game.
Slytherin snake.
Damage,
I'm not sure that is
mobility.
such a Slytherin thing to do.
Wait, what? They're looking at the wrong.
A
Oh,
Gryffindor would never cheat on the quiz.
yeah,
Never.
Jin. Boom, boom. Both range.
For each death Doublelift gets, I'm taking your shot. Ooh, that could go either way. So far, Doublelift has been quite good, though.
It's Fortune, strong against.
We'll keep track.
But then it shows the matchup that she's slightly favored. Like 1%.
True. You can't have too many Slytherins.
Versus Misfortune is
Unless
weak
it's like a
against.
Draco, Malfoy, and
Yeah,
cronies
it's just
situation.
range, mobility, and.
And who really wants to hang out with cronies?
It's essentially it's a wash. It's like they're both kind of even against
Do
each
you
other.
really want
Just comes down to
a
skill
bunch of
matchup.
yes men? Or do you want some homies that are gonna roast you?
Nope. Jungkook's Shot Glass World 2 is kind of a sad song, but
You
let's
need to
see.
get roasted in private so then you don't embarrass yourself in public.
Yes or no? I think it was like a decent R&B song.
I gotta
Yeah, maybe the best song
gotta
out.
click play to it.
Good song.
Slight W
Jungkook,
for the RE.
yes or no? So it's like a decent R&B song. Oh,
The
the food's
early
almost
elf
here.
advantage.
Probably like
Ooh,
2-3
okay.
minutes away. Jungkook 3D. I don't think Jack Harlow needs to be on the song. And Jungkook's saying I don't think Jack Harlow can even rap.
Alright, we gotta watch the Doublelift lane. Keep an eye out for... Oh, the edge of the crashdown. Early ignite. Pretty good trade. Pretty good.
Team is trading heavy in the bot lane. But they're not focusing CS, top lane even. But then Aerodol has a 2 CS lead.
Both junglers are
Junglers
passing
are
from
both
the
at the
bottom
same
too.
pathing and pace. Oh,
Caught him.
engages, re-engages.
Nice peel from Rakan there though. Even though Rel got the play onto Doublelift.
Oh, I was gonna say it looked like
Holy
Taco
moly.
was gone. Yeah.
What?
It's gonna be a.
Now you said you take a shot for every death that Doublelift has, but what about every kill? You gotta do the opposite of a shot. What's that?
Yeah, it's
Bars?
gonna be tough to beat
Wait, what the hell? I gotta replay. What is this?
Double if while he's playing
Jungle fight.
Jhin. Oh, nice.
With the double buff. Slide with the bait.
Oh, re-engage
Another
off of
master
Brigitte,
bait
baited him out,
with
or
the
pulled
heal
him out with the
coming
feint
in
attack
clutch.
off MF to secure the kill. Low health, but that was good.
It's hard not to say.
Oh. Yeah, but he's missing -7 CS even he tries to. Actually, it's weird how he died because he should not have been there. Not just the Ari. Ari took damage. Food's almost here.
I guess it's not that hard to not say it.
It's a really good position for Misfortune blue side because it built up a good wave. Here you can actually apply pressure, but the Misfortune should be applying pressure to the Jin so that Double cannot engage and secure his XP, but...
Fight. Oh, he doesn't have smite. Yukino doesn't have smite. He's bluffing.
Nice. RBM gets the... He can't. Cat evolves to... You're supposed to grab his way.
A lot of pings for this Echo grab. Double lift is coming. Fourth shot. Fourth shot is loaded.
Oh, Arendale's applying pressure to Cat evolve in the mid lane.
Oh.
RBM just needs to fight, but, you know, I don't know what...
This is crazy.
Boom,
Going down
boom.
too.
Auto tag. Auto tag. Auto tag. Take out Yukino. Take out Yukino.
Oh, Misfortune's running into the Nocturne?
Boom, got him.
Oh,
that's game. That's game. that's
in the
that's
middle
game.
and getting the
Yeah.
Rakan plus Nocturne and
Oh, Fuji.
make the Echo dangerous. Calculated damage. Calculated. Uh-oh. No Flash Orianna. How close is RE6? Not very close. Just a regular old-fashioned Jarvan gank.
Yeah, there's some days where I
Look at this though. If the brush was here, maybe. But the brush is so far back now on new map. I feel like this never. Hopefully 6 now. Yeah. I feel like that never gets anything. It's too hard. Brush is so far. Okay, Ari has 6 advantage now. Now, if he was still here, he could go. He kind of left though. That was kind of nice staying on the edge. The pinata's loaded up. Okay, everybody, gather around. Gather around. Hands open. Everybody, hands open. You better not miss this time too. Quick, scramble. Get in there. Justiciary loaded pinata.
Just gifted 5 subs.
Yo, congrats to everybody who got one. And thank you again. That's 21 gifted subs for the channel. Thank you, thank you. Appreciate the support. Who is here for all 3 drops? And missed all 3? Are there any 0 for 3ers? Any 0 for 3ers? Oh, Lamia with the Twitch Prime as well. Thank you, thank you. Appreciate it.
Julius_Lamia just subscribed.
Welcome, welcome. Dang, there's a lot of 0-3ers. Oh, that's flawless emote. My
Let's get back
Discord
to the Champions Queue
profile
game. Oh,
is
nice.
the happy
Pog.
spot.
Oh, just
Second pinata.
tap it through.
He had a backup sub pinata.
Give me.
Thank you for the 26. Thank you. Alright, there's no way you went 0-4 now, right? There's no way you went 0-4
More.
on the pinata. Oh my god.
Okay.
Yeah, take a breather. Take a breather.
Boop.
Wait, where's our Nocturne Ultimate gonna go? Well, never mind. Don't use it now. Oh, 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 oh. Oh no. It's a death and now no Nocturne Ultimate for, or no kill for your first ulti? Ah, shoot. So painful. Oh, Shockwave on the way out. Only to get ganked. Oh no. That's a heartbreaker.
Okay.
That is a heartbreaker.
I see.
Tell me when you want to finish. I am not done yet.
Probably need this too. Boom. Yep.
Another one.
RBM is that dude.
And there's no Nocturne Ultimate to answer. Oh man. Yo, appreciate it, Bendiciary. Thank you, thank you. We got the good vibes. Oh my goodness. Look at Orianna too. Malignant stun with 6 stacks.
And some Jasmine
Shockwave combos with Jarvan and
green
Rel
tea with the
are gonna be very painful.
lemonade.
Wait, I'm trolling. Why did I say Shockwave? Wait, I'm trolling! But Malignance is good with Ari. It procs on every
Soup tail fries.
instance of ult damage. So ult resets are gonna get a bunch of different charges for it.
One, the
I
J4
have
pick
some champion
is much more
distortion
consistent as a
skills. That's what it
jungler
was.
in terms of engaging, disengage,
I switched the two teams
versus an
to
all-in
certain
Nocturne that
champions.
can't snowball into the early game. I love the Rail pick. Great tank pick. Support. I love the Misfortune pick. Just had incredible success with Misfortune practicing the
Wait, did we
champion.
get the betting thing up? Did we get
Her
the
kit designs to win the early game.
Team Gamba at the beginning? Oh, Luna with the Twitch Prime as well. Thank you.
That's good.
Coco_the_Luna just subscribed.
Oh, so much support tonight. Thank you, everyone. Man, it's Misfortune is getting so fed actually off of it. 2 turret plates. 3 turret plates.
Well, essentially the game. Because Arendelle is a really good mid laner. I've been watching him play for the past 2
Yeah,
years in
double
Champions
jungle
Queue.
gank.
Consistent
It's a party.
fundamentals, offense,
It's a
defense.
party. Who
And,
moves first?
oh, they're going for it, I think. They're in some with the stun.
Double the knockup. They still kill Misfortune though. So it's about even until
Well, Misfortune
Ari
should have
gets
never
here.
died. I mean, Clyde should have just engaged onto Nocturne. Would have kept him alive, kept the TPS out, but the game's over.
Ari gets the kill also.
I think that's game
8
covered.
stacks now. Make a Medjais. Make a Medjais. Do it. 12-5. Make a Medjais. Top lane's just chilling. Easy game.
Why does Aatrox have 50?
Easy game. Oh no. Wait, stay on dragon. Stay on dragon. Fortune leached it. Oh. Guess it doesn't even take that much longer.
Sure, I think it's game.
I think it's game with the 2 dragons and the gold lead. Does make it really hard.
It's really hard to beat a Misfortune Rail. That's game.
Little things. So this thing just means that their support item is upgraded already. They just have to go to base and pick one of the options, right?
More so the one-trick Katarina.
Let's see what he's got in store for us.
Just in terms of execution and skills, so like Rel can initiate, engage your ult, and really, apply home. The combination is much easier to hit. Like Rel ult into MF ult. It's much more consistent damage output.
Yeah, his summoner spells are going to be very important. Keeping flash so he doesn't get hit with it. Okay, he ghosts to the side of it. They should be able to get at least 1 here. Maybe 2. Oh no. Oh, the Oriana arrival. Ah, get off the ground.
What's wrong with Arendelle?
The malignant ground.
Oh no. Watching him play.
Oh. Well, it's
outplay.
looking even worse for red team.
Cat.
And yet,
Like I said before the match.
still no double lift death.
But the one-trick Katarina doesn't have the
junglers
skill set
He does have flash. He can flash
to play his battle mages, play his mages.
Nope, he wants to flash for the kill. The Chad way out. Go down swinging. Grabs counter kill instead.
Your mid laner has 1 assist. No. It's the mid laner with 1 assist is the first indication.
And bottom tower is really low too. First tower bonus is still available. Alright, they want the shockwave combo. I guess they're just gonna have him brute force enough damage. He flashes for it. Alright, there's a shutdown. Decently big.
Because they have to commit 2 flashes and 2 ults to kill 1 Arin.
Jarvan with flash. Scrubs taken. Honestly, it's kind of hard to check. We don't have a... There's no like buff on people and there's no indicator. What the hell? I guess it's not that hard to collect. Doublelift got the 500 gold bounty off of him. The root under tower. Rakan into Jin W.
Well, that should never happen.
500 gold, shutdown, and doublelift.
Oh, they're moving
He's
into
got no
position.
flash though. Oh, he missed.
Yeah, they still
He's-
got him.
he's
Doesn't
for
matter.
sure dead.
It doesn't matter.
All right, that's one. Trade top tower for dragon. Rumble has no ult, so you definitely get your top tower. And a little bit of jungle camp money. A little bit of jungle camp money.
Basically, let me democratize League of Legends, make it easier for people to understand. The team that has more assists win the game. The team that has less assists is going to lose the game because they're having team fighting. They're lacking team fighting. So the red team, or your top laner in ADC, has 0 assists, your mid laner has 1 assist,
Yo, what up, Tim?
will
Timothy
lose
or
the game
Alex?
every single time.
If you could only have one, which one do you prefer? Oh my god! Under 50 HP. Hey, they're teleporting behind him.
Boom.
Ooh.
Boom. You win and lose to the draft. You win and lose to the draft.
Tim, okay.
I'll say it again. You win and lose through the draft. So, the positioning. The one-trick Katarina player trying to play Orianna is not good
now
enough
the splatter
to be in this
of
position.
void mites. The void pinata. Oh, he's going in for another one? Whoa, Jarvan's putting it in reverse. Jarvan put the Herald in reverse. I'm out of here.
Win and lose through the draft.
Put it in reverse. We're going to get so many funny LCS moments out of the new Rift Herald and people driving it. Can't wait.
So, we have 25 assists, right? No, what? 25 assists? 14,
That's,
21,
I think
25
that's my
assists for blue
favorite
side
of the
versus
changes for the new season
9 assists for red side.
because of the possible comedy. Does he pay for this red buff with his life? Yes. Yes, he does. A jungle story. My life for red buff. Hashtag worth. We've all been there. We've all done it. When is the season back on? January 10th is the new season, the new patch.
No.
New Baron does so much damage. Have you seen how much damage the grubs do? The grubs also do a lot of damage. The early grubs actually make you think twice before you go for them. And yeah, LCS spring dates are out. There's a tweet. I can't remember the exact day, but it's around January 20 something. And it'll be Saturday, Sunday. We're back on weekends. Yeah.
I mean, I'm putting my faith also in RBM to win 2 games in a row.
Are we getting best of 3s? No spoilers, but probably not. The last time that they did best of 3s, there was a big hit on viewership, so they consider it. It's a possibility, but I am
Just copy the LCK format.
doubtful.
I wasted his charm. You probably could have used it to.
Oh, they still want it. Mastery over the wall? Oh,
Boom, blow him up.
the
Boom, blow him
shockwave.
up. I think they could. Oh, they're in a bad
Shockwave
position.
coordination.
You gotta fight your way out. Blue side's in a really bad position. Oh, the charm is super important.
Cassidy's the only one healthy enough to keep going.
So yeah, they disengage. Too much distance. Alright, just copy the LCK format to like Kobe was saying. They're still fighting? That makes no sense. They should not be in this. Oh, wow, got him. Got him. It's nasty being greedy.
With the Baron up, dude, and Dragon. Okay, Dragon timer is only 5 seconds. This is Soul. What the hell? It's Soul already?
Yep, better jungler. I have faith in
Alright, here we
RBN
go.
to win
5v4 for Dragon
2
Soul.
games in a row.
Really smart from Red Team, actually. If Yukino could have gotten out, he has Flash.
That's good damage.
The Dragon knockback actually kept him on there.
Yeah, all Red needs to do is just get into position. Game is all his. When you have a Misfortune that's 7-2-4, Misfortune's in a really good position to just kind of take over the game.
Can't smite though.
Oh, he can't be getting caught like that as Misfortune.
So they lose the Dragon Soul.
Bad positioning from the Misfortune.
Probably can get Baron. Lose Dragon Soul, but they should be able to get Baron as long as Jarvan dies.
I have faith in our hands.
Okay.
But that should never happen. Misfortune should never be in that kind of position where you're getting hit.
Soul. That's a pretty good one.
Super suspicious. Like, what the heck?
Ahri and Rel Baron defense. And they don't take Baron super quick. How much work can Ahri do? Ahri does have ult and flash. Got eyes for double lift. Rel. Oh, he missed the charm though. Didn't hit the charm. Flashes work, gets the reset. So they stop the Baron, but they lose 2 more. Okay. But they stop the Baron, still works. They also killed double lift and got the flash. Definitely worth for blue team.
Yeah, Misfortune. But even then, you need to be center map. Should be applying. Oh, and then they got Soul. Definitely helps blue side.
Diesel, where are you going? He's got a blast gun.
Yeah, Diesel's like does not have a control ward. Needs to sell Doran's ring. You need to sell Doran's ring. Take 2 control wards. Take sweeper. Just walking across vision.
If this guy's crazy enough to be in our jungle, he has to have backup.
I guess they want to maybe reestablish vision around Baron, but even then they're not. Like the Rel should be reestablishing vision across Baron.
He got rid of all the stacks.
Yeah, we can just have more viewership for all entertainment.
World Henry Wise Champs Q on 50 ping.
But they need to reestablish vision across Baron blue side. Team is finally
to do with them putting it on the PvE build, like the we're on the patch for season 14. Something to do with that. It's actually
nice.
I think it's super worth it.
Got him.
I think it's
now they can apply some really good pressure. Oh, it's going in. Alright, got the flash. Alright, got the stun. Reset. Arendelle missing the charm, but forced Ori's flash. I mean, red side, all flashes are down.
Especially because it allows me.
And now they could take Baron. Enemy jungler's gone.
I'm trying to be ready to climb day 1 as soon as the new patch drops.
What is Baron Hill doing? Dude, take these guys out. Engage.
Okay, burn ban first. Oh, this could be a big shockwave.
Boom, down goes.
They're all grouped.
Boom.
Oh, he doesn't have
Dude, but
it.
what killed this Jhin? Like what? Alright, game.
No
Win, lose. Do the draft. I guess it.
Life again. It's gotta be. Stop the backs.
Stop the bags.
Stop the backs.
Game. Win and
Oh
lose to
shit.
the
2
draft.
hydrates. Okay, I'll do 2 then. Cheers.
Yeah, Team Liquid should have signed RBM to starting jungler contract.
Oh no.
You can just end the game. Hit the waves, hit the waves,
How
hit
do
the
you
waves,
fail
hit
at
the waves.
drinking water?
I end up missing another charm, but I don't really think it really matters.
How do you fail at drinking water? Literal choke on water. What the hell? Right. I gotta change the price for redeeming hydrate. What the hell is this? It's a waterfall. What the hell is this? I'm gonna die.
It's Forge?
I'm gonna drown. It's a wall of water. Wall of hydrate redemptions. Jesus. Jesus.
We're gonna lose to the draft.
Okay, again. I gotta change the prices on these redemptions. Too easy to make points now. Also, I'm gonna have to go pee instantly. Hey, we got a Whippo game. Nice. I've been looking for a Whippo game. I know he's been in a bunch, but we haven't gotten to spectate them. Perfect.
Well, just in terms of matchups,
Alright,
is
Whippo versus
you know
Cat.
MF Rail, more consistent DPS combination.
Perfect.
Jarvan J4 also initiates and pulls out better combinations with any of the teammate.
Mr. Weep.
Oriana, looking at the matchups in terms of percentage output, in terms of who wins, is
Isn't there a
fairly
bug
even,
to
1%
go to
each way. So it's just a skill matchup.
Stein? Renard Stein.
And then Aatrox Rumble can just clear the wave and leave and
Alright, we
affect
got the
team
Whippo
fights, and
game.
Aatrox,
I'll be right back.
even on Tenacity, it's just there's positions where Aatrox even itself has a slower wave killer than the flamethrower that Rumble brings to the game from the Chant Kit. Plus, Rumble has you know, the movement speed with the shield, so you could just leave lane faster. Rumble's all great for team fighting, any kind of engagement, any kind of pressure onto objectives for Baron or Dragon or in any jungler positions. Forces a lot of zoning, can zone and control vectors of space in the game much more easily. Now, we have Tenacity and Catapult again back on their playing together from the previous match. They're both on a different team, I think, right? And Spawn. Is that Arrow? Is Team Liquid head coach Spawn? Is that Arrow? Pabata is playing Silas mid in the beginning of the game. 5 minutes in, he's at 300 health, 260 health. Ooh, the flash kill from the jungler Jax. The empowered attack. Oh, MRG goes for the flame.
Wow.
Engage Bard, hits him with the stun. Positioning, Graves is in a good position. Tank the tunnel. To neutral wave sitting on traditional blue side first tier 2 tower, and Bard is collecting XP. And top lane Shen Gracton, not seen a Shen player in a long time. Bot lane is Chin Thresh versus Var's Bard.
Fabio, thank you for the sub.
Oh, well, right off the bat, they don't have fish control at Pixel Bush Baron side, even though I can't see the rest of the map, I can still see key fish control positioning that is not being taken advantage
They're
of.
still doing it?
Looks like
Wait, who's a mod? Change the price.
DL bands. Well,
It's too popular.
very atypical.
Simple
Player loses against said
now.
support champion on the other side, but refuses to acknowledge the
How much?
ADC, so decides to blame it on the Rel.
I don't know.
Then again, it was probably a combination
7K?
of.
8K?
It has to be because only Double Lift was on the team from the last game that lost against Rel. Jana ban. Dude, red side trolling. What?
7 times the price.
Ain't no way in heck is Jana the champion worth a ban.
See if they keep doing it. If they
They
keep
made
doing it, then we raise it again. Kazakhstan. Seraphine ban? Jana Seraphine ban. What the heck?
Yeah, I don't think Jana's worthy of a ban. I don't think Jana is worth of a ban. Like what? Yeah, I don't think Jana is worth of a ban. Like what?
Mods even change the points? Honestly, I don't even know where the point thing is. Probably in my dashboard.
Oh, red side is Tenacity top, Yukino jungler, kind of a mid lane. Team Liquid head coach Spawn is ADC, but I think that's someone else. I think that's like Arrow or somebody, or maybe the Team Liquid Challengers ADC. But in Diamond support,
maybe it's in here. Channel.
you have. I thought NXI was the jungler.
Rewards, viewer rewards, channel points. Here we go. Edit.
Isn't NXI a jungler?
8K. 8K water. Price is going through the roof.
Kobe is changing his channel points.
I'm sorry. Inflation's crazy. Times are hard, you know. Gotta do it. Water's expensive.
Hippo squirrels are like 8K.
But you did suggest a poll? Alright, what's the poll? What's the poll? Alright, that's fine. one at 8K. What? How'd you get the old price? My God. Crafty. Got the coupon. Oh, what the hell? It's still 8K. Maybe I changed it too many times. Oh, Jester with the Twitch Prime. Welcome, welcome. Thank you for the support.
Jester Papa just subscribed.
Wow, this is the most support bands I've ever seen. Counting Rel and Ash. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Also, there was a Korean challenger who played Belvest support. I'm gonna go 9. Kha'Zix is the only non-support band. Like I just throw that Belvest one in there? Yeah. I played with one. It was actually pretty good. Ooh, we get a Hui game. I know there keep on being Reddit posts about Hui being weak because of the win rate. But he's strong already. I swear he's strong already. It just takes a long time for people to learn. But he's still so new, and he has double casting spells. He does a lot of damage. Scales really well. Big AoE. Lots of utility. Just have to play around ganks. But doesn't every control mage?
Okay, see who
Doesn't everybody
won
have
the
to
draft.
worry about ganks? Alright, we get a Whippo Rumble. Weep Weep Rumble versus Tenacity Yone. That is a spicy
Okay.
top.
We have Varus, Pike, bot lane. We have
spicy
Hui as a mid lane. We have Diego, jungler. I have Tenacity on Yone.
I know Cat Evolved has spammed a bunch of Hui too, so.
We have. Wait, Bubba's playing mid
What
lane?
he's come up with. See what he's been cooking. My backlog of hydrates I'm still dealing with.
Yeah, I think NXR is like a jungler or something.
What? Oh no! The swap failed? Now we gotta wait through another fake champ select? I see another game forming, but we stay in this game for sure. We stay in this game for sure. Yeah, there's a lot of bugs
What?
right now because
Tell the players to get out of their
the
position and
new
get back into their
season
positions.
patch. It is a beta realm patch, though. There's a few bugs. It should go faster this time, though.
Yeah.
I feel like they should just spam any bans and not care about if the bans are the same. And then just everyone remember your champ and pick your same champ. Yeah, there we go.
True.
Who's pick your same? Sauce picket. Maybe I'll go refill my water and get a snack then.
Oh, they're still picking? Also, what? So since they already know what their champions are, they should just select those champions. And if they were sitting in their proper positions, but they have finished the draft, then hopefully the players can just select the proper champions. So let them do the drafting. They already have the draft picked out. What the heck? There's no way. Let's see, use the microfiber towel to keep the chair in place, but
Is that $1 or something? It's $1. Thank you, Frank.
solo queue off roll.
1 bit equals 1 cent. Gotcha.
Solo queue off
That's
roll.
big. It's with dollars that you make millions, guys. Every dollar matters.
2023 World
Against
Collection.
Daddy and
Something
Soraka.
from Cloud9.
I'm gonna guess her Soraka.
Remember in the Diamond tier ELO, but there's also a Master tier player, two Master tier players.
Whipping pennies at the clown on the street. That's how I feel the whole day.
In Diamond tier ELO, we have like 57,000 players or something like that.
Streamer.
I could double check again.
Play this champ. Play that champ.
I don't think I've ever seen Vulcan play ADC. This would be kind of cool.
All them with a credit card, not real money. Honestly,
My bad. I have like too many things open.
And it's only $1. Even if it was like 10, you don't really. It's like fake money. It's basically free in that situation.
Nice. So the current. Oh, this isn't it.
So like even if you guys were to sub for like 20.
Cool. We have 1.5 million players. So let me turn that Vulcan really quick. At one point, we had 900,000 players, and then about 600,000 players. We went from 900,000 players for the majority of 2023, and then as the season is going to like kind of end, you know, in the next 20 days or whatever, we have like 600,000 people all rushing to like, I don't know, get the ranks they want. But that's hilarious because there's no way, you know what I mean? Like in terms of if they weren't consistently playing, studying the game, 600,000 players trying to like rush to the last minute for the end of the season, kind of tier ranks. That's pretty funny. I don't. Oh, my bad. Showing 44,000, but I think what it's doing is not accounting what I call diamond and above. You just take your 300 challengers. Oh, respect to Bob Jenkins for being in one. Isles, which I don't know if Isles actually has 2 accounts sitting there in the top 10, but does Isles have 3 accounts? 1, 2, 3 accounts in the top 10? Team Liquid should have signed Isles as the starting support player. This is what I think it is. And he has 3 accounts in the top 10, just kind of support, like kind of just flexing. Flexing on the whole server. Breezy, Tomio have been consistent as top 300 players. Kodu-san, consistent top 300 player. Shogo's in there too. Lauren, Rose Thorn, Kenvi, Scary Jerry, Yukino. C2 Medios is actually, I think, Tomio, jungler. Tenacity. Is this Vulcan? Oh, he's on his alt account. So I think if this is Vulcan, who I think it is, then he's top 300 You want to be top 60, doing his thing. Duo King, same around. Diamond, challenger player. Percival, it's been good. Oh, this is Spawn. I guess it's just another person named Spawn. It's not the head coach. But the two players on Team Liquid that are new Spawn. Flacco's Busio, Bob Jenkins. I think it's 2 accounts in the top 100 then. Teal Honda, Quarter J, top 100 player. What is Quarter J playing? Oh, we are into the game. My bad. Volka's on off account, playing like an alternate,
Let's
right?
stay down here. Let's keep the cam under control. Oh, Yukino's coming level 2. Alright, this Lux is dead. Is Double F also dead? Oh, he is. That's my boy. Yukino the cat.
Oh, Yukino and
Buff
Diego.
into level 2 gank bottom again against the no flashes. That's our next bit of NA talent, baby. You looking forward to new season? Yes. I actually can't wait to play solo queue on the new patch. Playing on the old patch feels so weird on live right now. After watching Champs Queue, I feel like I'm wasting my time building old items.
Oh no, fundamentals should always still be there, Kobe.
Pushing away from them.
I don't think I'm gonna watch Vulcan go off roll.
Stream next season? Will do.
This is only -9 CS, so not bad. But with the support backing, what is he doing? He's trying to change something in game. What is he? Oh, I don't know about that one. I'm not sure why Vulcan's wasting his Q.
Pretty close. Good attempt.
Oh, there's no need to rotate. This is free gold, free XP, right? And he's trying to help.
There's no ping on
Gets
it.
1 assist.
They must not.
Okay, I'm not sure about the traps.
Doesn't matter. Oh, 1 for 1. Okay. Wei has the range to follow. Oh my god, bot's dead again.
Oh yeah, it's just 300 and 710 players in Master, 8,000. So there we go. So if you just take the 9,254.
Yeah. I mean, I think Wei is definitely
9,000.
strong already.
Actually, if your Masters and above, that's already a good pool of talent. This is 8,254 players in a Master tier. Only 700 Grandmaster and 300 Challenger. So 9,254 plus
Win rates are not
diamonds. If you go diamond above at 44,000.
Oh my god.
4,000.
fine.
93. So it comes out to 53,347 players if you count
I was on Vision
diamond
too,
and
right?
above.
Or War Gear.
That'll work. Especially if there's, when you look at the 1.5 million ranked accounts versus like the 16 or 17 million total accounts for the North American server. All works out percentage wise.
Grubby time.
Kino secured the void mites, the little grubby things. So Corey J is playing a lot of Alistair. I mean, if you're playing 41 games of Alistair and you're dying 6 times,
You got an Ocean Soul.
the 14.4 KDA, I remember the 14.4 assists,
kill advantage.
but
Well,
you're not averaging 3 KDA.
Technically only 2.
I think Tarek has been incredible all year for 2023. I think Rail also goes in that category. He had a good sports champ to play in 2023.
Well, he's got the flash advantage now, though.
Senna.
The early level 6.
Can't be averaging 7 deaths on Senna. 27 games for observations. The bar, nice. 22 games, 59% win rate. Almost getting 16 assists. I mean, you're already getting 17 assists with Tarek, so it's just nice.
Roasted.
Yeah, the 6 deaths, 5 deaths, 5.5, 6.9, 6.5, just dying too much after 479 games.
Oh my goodness. Bottom lane looks so painful. 5 kill Varus.
Looks like he had gotten ADC filled twice in high elo. One more last one.
Okay, everywhere else though.
Oh, was this Corsair J in the mid lane?
Wait, massive mid lane CS too. Way abusing Akali. Okay, NXI. He got the big shutdown at least. Well, they did get the big shutdown. I've been going deep.
Let's go back to the championship game.
Pike is allowed to.
Yeah, that's what I thought. NXI is a jungler. It's 4-1 on Lee Sin. It was weird because he was like in the support role when they were going to the draft. I was like, what? So Popo's the top lane. NXI is the jungle main. I don't know who Fairy is. Everyone knows who Double Lift is. I don't know who Billy is. I know who Diamond is, and I appreciate Diamond playing Pike because that's what you should be playing. You should have the harder skill, higher elo, great ward.
Tries to make the trailing play bottom, but
Who placed that ward? Was it Diamond? I missed it, but Diamond placed that ward? Great ward.
They know. I guess they just make the call, give up Dragon. Let Tenacity get some turret play money. And Yukina just take some jungle camps. Oh, he's gonna try and do grub. How quick can we do second grubs? Second grubs look like a bit easier than first grubs even. Just cause you're stronger. First scrubs looks crazy. Okay, got him. Got the grubby trade for the dragon and a bunch of turret plate money for a Yone. Seems pretty good. And Hui can get turret plate money too, easy. Hmm. You can explain the grubs. For every grub that you kill, your whole team gets a permanent passive wherein when you attack turrets or structures, they will take damage over time. And so it increases with each grub that you kill linearly. And then if you kill 5 grubs, there are 2 spawns of 3. If your team is able to get 5 of them, then you will also, when you hit turrets, spawn these little jumping bean looking grub might void might things um, that help attack the turrets, and they apply the dot as well. And if you get all 6, then you spawn 2 of the little attack potatoes. They kind of look like. Currently, it seems like they're pretty strong. I don't know if they're gonna um, get changed at all. I expect once Balance Team comes back from Christmas break, they're gonna have a lot more data available from PBE games and stuff that have been going on, and so they'll take a look, and we'll see what kind of adjustments come after the break. But also, if bottom is so important with dragon stacking and bottom lane being really gankable and diveable, I kind of like having a really powerful top side of the map objective to go for. Ooh, Lee Sin with the save. Lee Sin slips in. Nice. Clean. They save Private Quippo. They get 1. Probably just going to be 1. Oh, he hit the Q! Oh! Oh! NXI. This Lee Sin has been putting in a lot of work. I mean, blue team had really big problems bottom side, but NXI has been putting in a lot of work all over the map. He's trying to pull it back for them, all right. Pretty big hole, though. Mid lane and bottom, really big holes. Let's take a look at the gold. 7K to 5K for Hui. And then almost 7 for the Varus. Some very rich carries here on red team. Very rich
I appreciate Diamond on Pike.
indeed.
The game is in his hands. Whalers.
Alright, now we get another Rift Herald.
Mainly because he has 9
Another
KP, so
Rift
3
Herald
kills plus
drive-by.
6 assists. And he's currently leading the match as the... Oh, my bad. Well, Spawn and
Top would get 1 shot.
also has 10 KP
Bottom
right
would
there.
also
5 kills,
get
5
1
assists.
shot.
Ooh. No, but it'll still come down to... It'll still come down to Diamond on Pike
People on top, they're gonna get
to win and end the game.
Oh, Whipple cancel his recall.
Oh. It's the whole game is in...
Wait, he has ult and ignite. Wait a second. Playing a combination of people trying things.
Oh, come back again.
Also,
Yep, game is all in Diamond's
a lot
hand.
of offense.
So goes back to what I just said earlier. Appreciate Diamond playing Pike support.
Games have been really quick.
Coming out, you have EDC red side, traditional red side.
There's definitely been some
Varus engaging with the 12 KP, 6 kills, 6 assists. On Varus, going the proper build where everything is adding up perfectly. You have your offensive item, your defensive item. Your next item should be offensive. And you have Pike that can just continue to apply pressure and threat control across the map. Kill accelerated gold across the map. It's now at 13 KP. Ooh, nice. 12, 13. Yeah, it goes back to Pike. Diamond is carrying.
Depending on what
Game is in his
it
hand.
might change. Not the pace.
He's at 13 KP. He's at 4 kills, 9 assists, putting him at 13 KP above the 12 KP. You should be able to just W away.
Getting out of this one. Dodge, dodge, dodge. Oh, he gets it.
Oh.
Not getting out of this one. NXI really doesn't want to lose.
Oh, nice. But the team should be able to.
About it, but he does not want to.
Oh man, I think NXI is.
Oh,
Yep, got him.
the
The burn.
pre-snipe.
Diamond is carrying. Cam is in his hand.
Already casting spell.
Goes down as a 2-1 trade.
This
Tenacity can apply
thing, by
pressure.
the way, the utility for play, Mystique, Mind.
Ooh, nice. Well played.
Rain actually has really good utility.
What? I was like, what is he doing? What do you think was going to happen? Trying to gen ult off the tower. I still don't understand how the new kind of void mites, little grubby things operate. Because they're like spawning off of a teammate to apply sieging power. Oh, he's using that as the new item, the new AP item. There used to be an AP gun that was in the game, and usually AP assassins would kind of play it.
This one's pretty low.
I see that.
It's pretty hard for him to go anywhere because he needs that Pike. Pretty good. Double Lift will have flash up soon though. In seconds. Supers on bot. Okay. Hold them to Baron side. Supers, do your work.
Just some jasmine green tea.
Whoa! Surprise! Yukino! What the?
Boom.
See how many they can get. How many can they get? NSI gets one. Ooh, Double Lift gets another one with the snipe.
Is that the all?
I mean, that's pretty good considering the position blue team are in. 2 for 1.
14, 13.
2
Yeah,
for
I mean, this is
1.
where
Can they get time
Diamond was
to
messing up.
deal with the super minion pressure? Pretty good. Dragon numbers
Now it goes
actually
back
doesn't do a
to
whole lot.
this is like Team Liquid's Challenger, ADC,
Another
Spawn.
Chemtech Bart Drake.
I mean, super easy to see. 727, but it's 14 KP at 22 minutes.
We can hover over the other one.
Now he's the carry.
Bias.
But even then, as Pike,
Look,
he
the
should
hovering
have.
didn't work.
It kind of makes sense he has the kills, but I like to see
Bias.
him, create at least 2 more plays.
I didn't mean the dragon, the Chemtechs literally do nothing. Oh my god, Flippo is in. He wants blood.
He has to kill Blippo for that. Never trade your life for a sport. Never trade a top laner champion's life for a sport champion.
Flash? Yone Flash. I guess that's even. Yeah. Yone Flash is pretty big too. Sometimes you can make some good like flame spitter overheat flash shenanigans.
But his 76
Here we
vision
go.
score at 23 minutes is
Tenacity got
really good. Oh, he's gone 80.
lane
What
clear lined
increases
up
it to
on
80?
Baron. He has ult. He can turn. Gets pretty
Pike
rough.
is also in a good position. He should be able to hook somebody. No. Diamond messing up. Diamond
Ooh,
up.
NXI! What the hell? He's clean! He's clean!
Oof.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
NXI.
King play and then escape over Baron?
Yeah, Team Liquid should probably sign
Whoa! Blue
NXI or
team!
RBM as North American junglers.
Holy! He goes in for this, right? Okay, he's going. Oh, he's not gonna go into this.
He's not going to go into
He's
Yone.
not that greedy. Another objective about to go down
He
though.
probably saw the level advantage.
Ooh, double up. Nice little sidestep on that shield too. Tenacity got played. Got played. NXI. Who knew? The hero the blue team needed. Double Lift's filling out his inventory pretty nicely now too. And this is probably like rapid fire cannon, I assume. Oh my god, it's close. Do the new pass to the lane make a huge difference? They certainly do for bottom side. They definitely do for bottom side. Top line's a bit more protected, but doesn't matter as much. Bottom side is the most important. Mid lane is medium, and top lane is okay. It's just more defensive on top side. This thing though is like there have been a lot of tower dives towards mid, but you can't gank normal ganks
Oh yeah,
towards
whoa.
mid. If you want to tower dive, you can
Yeah,
definitely tower dive
NXI
pretty easily.
is
If you want to do a normal gank towards mid, it's also
doing
more
his thing.
difficult because they move these brush back. They used to be up here. Now they're further back, so mid has more time to see you.
But it's still weird that there's just like this long bush control instead of
So
like
I would say yeah,
normal
mid mid's also
kind of
technically
bush.
more
This should be like
safe.
open in the middle. It should be like bushes along the water.
Kind of like these
Technically,
big
the bushes should be like this, you know.
sign. Wait, is this a
Like
freaking
even this, the
replay?
tri-bush
They're
design like
doing it
doesn't
again.
make any sense. Oh, who just
Round
died?
2. This time Yukino flashes
Buppo
out.
died.
They get that kill, but Double Lift traded.
Oh, he went for it.
NXI?
What? That's oh wow. Oh.
Uh-oh. Blue team hero has fallen. Uh-oh.
Another 2-1 trade.
I can't wait to
Now he's
jungle
at
on the new
15
patch.
KP, or 14
Especially
KP. There's still,
as
but he's also 15
Volibear. I
KP, so now
don't
you have
know.
potentially have 2 carriers,
I
as
don't
expected.
know if I might have to
NXI
change
is
champion.
carry blue side Lee Sin, just from the 15 KP,
Because
10 plus 5.
Volibear, unless they buff
And you
him,
have 7 plus 8 from the Varus,
is
15 KP.
not very fast.
Quick glance to try to target, but really,
Really cute
it's
looking.
now Diamond messing up 6
So
times.
these ganks are going to be harder.
But if you die 7 times, like you should have more assists, right?
Yo, Andrew, Winners
I'll
for
just
the
subscribe.
Prime.
All right, so red side secured.
Appreciate it. Welcome, welcome. Thank you for the primer. Appreciate all the support tonight, everyone.
Diamond messing up. Diamond messing up. Can't be dying 7 times with only 10 assists as a support. Doesn't make no sense.
The new support items are also really cool. These are almost all of them are really
What?
cool.
Just collapse upon whoever just TP'd in.
Yeah,
You
it's
just fire his ult
interesting.
without setting it up. The whole point with Hawaii's kit is you have a complete like versatility. So you don't just fire your ult. Right? Okay, never mind. This Ortlock's caught out of position. The whole point is to land your skill set
Technical.
combination of
How
spell, kind of
powerful.
almost like spell adjacent abilities that will transition based on the combo of attack. So like QW, QQ, QE, WW, WQ, WE, and all that. But he has within his combo skill
Honestly,
tree or
Zac
spell
is such a good
adjacents,
idea.
right? Is
If the game
a
is still
slow,
scaling.
and so you have to land your slow combo to then hit your
Yo,
ult,
Linkman Switch Prime
right?
as well. Welcome back.
So
It's been a few months. Zac is always good if the game is
but
not super snowbally
we're
early.
28 minutes in, 29 minutes in,
Zac.
and both the supports are messing up. So it went from
Put him
the
in
game is
early.
in Diamond's hands to win
Early fights.
to
Sometimes it's pretty hard.
like what you see your teammate was also acts as a vision control.
Maybe like if ganks are more difficult, then I might just go for more jungle fights and look for jungle invade duels with people. Because the early game junglers don't always have to gank lane. Like you can just go find the enemy jungler and just duel them and force the pyramid on them.
If the map
Oh jeez,
is
got flippo.
maybe slightly bigger and people don't realize it, right?
This Baron is probably
Um,
gone. I think that Baron is
with new
gone.
walls
Did they
that
nerf that
produce.
even?
Okay,
Ooh,
Tenacity
actually no. They
misses.
took the ult. Wait, and Exotic gets steal. Oh my god, it's at 6k though.
Still, it's still up to Diamond because he's a
Holy,
support that's
it's
not
not
really in
even
the
gonna.
fight. We need to W cross down, but he already wasted W. His whole point is basically just trying to interrupt their backs. It's all up to Diamond. If he's placing wards, if he has wards on him,
Well played. Jin is so good too for this. The range is man, the range is so useful here.
it's 17 KP. But both supports should not have just 10 assists at 30 minutes. So both supports are messing up.
Did they change the soul? No, the soul is the same. It's just with the new items on the new patch. Just seeing if it changes its value at all. The only thing they changed about dragons and stuff is there's a new infernal rift, or if there's an infernal rift, it doesn't like burn down territory anymore. There's these little infernal um, like sonic coins basically that you can pick up that give you ability haste and a burst of speed. And then you just collect them like kind of like bard charms the whole game. But if you die, half of them pop out of your dead body, like Sonic the Hedgehog, and people can just pick them up. All right, we go back. Okay, again. This time they have Rumble ult. Oh my God, NXI is in. He can't steal it though. Good job, Yukino. Oh, Yukino got the Baron, but can they win the fight? Yes, yes they can. Gonna four shot him. Philip wants to. Oh, he's got a fourth bullet with your name on it. Oh, the shield! Can't quite, can't quite. Oh, he's. Oh man, I really thought that. Let's maybe that right there. Chemtech Soul damage
Oh, Kobe's doing his thing. He's on a break while they're setting up the next set of position. Oh, Yo-Yo's playing. Whoa. This is Cloud9. Starting mid laner. Incredibly talented. Canadian, North American but Canadian born mid laner and JoJo or Jojo Pune. Yo-Yo Pune. I think going right into the game. Kobe hopefully will be back. Let's see what Pop others do. Build it. Oh wait. Oh, because it goes right to the reels. Gotcha. This game doesn't matter because this game doesn't matter. Continue to see increasingly disgusting acts of news come across my cell phone of continued genocide that Israel is inflicting upon innocent civilians in Palestine, and the continued documentation of the war crimes against humanity that Israel is committing upon innocent civilians. Again, it doesn't matter. I cannot sit here.
Professor Terence Tao is the equivalent of a rock star in mathematics.
Regarded.
Biden has said that there were indiscriminate bombings taking place. Do you agree?
As I've been very clear, too many innocent civilians have died. And
so therefore you agree that the targeting is indiscriminate, therefore if too many civilians have died?
I'm not privy to the precise targeting, but what I can say is clear that too many innocent people have died in this conflict.
But you will have received advice from government lawyers and submissions. Have any of those submissions or any advice you've received from lawyers or anyone within number 10 suggested that international humanitarian law is being broken?
No, again, the government never comments on the legal advice it receives.
So forgive me though.
What we will always do.
But forgive me, Prime Minister, your current Foreign Secretary, when he was Prime Minister, was quite happy to state when he felt that international humanitarian law was being broken in Syria. Equally, James Cleverly's Foreign Secretary was happy to say that war crimes are taking place in Ukraine. So surely there is a precedent that you are able to say if you believe that too many civilians are dying, that bombings have been indiscriminate and therefore that the principles of necessity and proportionality are not being upheld.
You're putting words in my mouth. Others may have said that.
No, your exact words were too many civilians are dying. You've just repeated it here as well.
Yes. And now, too many civilians are dying. Of course, too many civilians are dying. That is different from saying humanitarian law has been broken.
So
every civilian, quite
where is
frankly,
the responsibility for too many civilians dying?
Every civilian dying is a tragedy.
But where does the responsibility sit for that decision making?
Sorry?
Where does the responsibility sit for too many civilians dying?
Well, again, ask Hamas why they embed themselves in civilian populations. I think that's genuinely an extraordinary question. Responsibility for civilians dying. There's two sides to this. Israel is trying to defend itself. If the
It's not a war. This is not a war. This is genocide.
a doctor, what would happen?
On the war between Israel and Hamas. And
it's not a war. It's just genocide committed by Israel.
Possible signs of a new deal for a pause in the fighting and the release of more hostages held in Gaza. Our foreign correspondent Britt Clinnett.
Damn. Even GMA, Good Morning America, could even get the numbers right.
Is on the scene in Israel. Good morning, Britt.
Good morning, Robin. I'm at Beti Kibbutz, where dozens of people were taken from their homes on October 7th. You can see the burnt-out building behind me. That was one of the homes that was set on fire by Hamas that day. Now, Israel now saying it's open to another pause in fighting in exchange for the more than 100 hostages still being held in Gaza. This is Hamas leader Ismail Haniyeh arrives in Cairo to hold talks with Egyptian officials on the war in Gaza. Now, international pressure is intensifying for a new truce to bring in more desperately needed aid into Gaza, and reports of a communication blackout in the southern strip adding to the dire situation there. The death toll now nearing 20,000. Human Rights Watch accusing Israel of using starvation as a weapon of war. And guys, the desperation there captured by our colleague inside Gaza. Hundreds of people lining up for food at a soup kitchen in Rafah. I'm talking hungry children patiently waiting for a bowl of lentil soup. A mother there saying if it wasn't for that soup kitchen, they would starve. Michael?
In a desperate situation there, Britt. Thank you.
Well, hey there, GMA fans. Robin Roberts here. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Lots of great stuff here. So go on, click the subscribe button right over here to get more of awesome videos and content from GMA every day, anytime. We thank you for watching.
Chaos at Grand Central Station as pro-Palestine protesters target key transportation hubs in New York in an effort to disrupt the last week of Christmas shopping.
These kids are
I'll wait for the
nation's largest train station. This traveler confronted the demonstrators. You don't even know what they're talking about. They would hang you. He was led to safety by a police officer. The campaign to bring the city to a halt comes as Jewish schools, synagogues, and businesses are being targeted with bomb threats and those hoax calls known as swatting. There were 199 swatting calls on Saturday alone in 5 different cities, all in effort to bring religious services to a halt and cause chaos. Meanwhile, a new hostage propaganda video was released by Hamas today showing 3 elderly Israeli hostages. Look, their heads are shaved and they have grown beards in captivity. They're shown pleading in unison, "Don't let us grow old here." And this Al Jazeera cameraman was killed by shrapnel Saturday, the 90th journalist killed in the war, most from Israeli airstrikes. His helmet and bulletproof vest emblazoned with the word press were placed on his burial shroud at his funeral in Gaza.
Are you going to let the greedy heating companies and their...
What? Hold on, what am I saying?
Chaos.
There's more information. Israel, a bunch of genocide maniacs, and the whole world hates them.
Dramatic.
إنا لله وإنا إليه راجعون. مقتدى الصدر. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
Thanks for watching. Stay updated about breaking news and top stories on the NBC News app or follow us on social media.
This is Maximilian Alvarez for the Real News Network. Behind me, you see the thousands upon thousands of people who have come to Washington, D.C. for the March on Washington for Palestine. People around the country are here to demand an end to Israel's genocidal bombing of Gaza, here to demand an end to the 75-year Israeli occupation of Palestine. For the past few hours, we've been hearing speakers on the stage just over to my left, and right now, the march is about to begin, heading towards the White House.
YouTube is the new home of NFL Sunday Ticket. Watch all your favorite NFL teams' out-of-market Sunday afternoon games all season long. Now on YouTube and YouTube TV.
Now, in my meetings today, I also discussed the need to take urgent action to stabilize the West Bank. Attacks by extremist settlers against the Palestinians in the West Bank must stop. And those committing the violence must be held accountable. Now, we know that the past 72 days have been some of the most painful days in Israel's history. But it would compound this tragedy if all that was waiting for the Israeli people and your Palestinian neighbors at the end of this awful war was more insecurity, fury, and despair. As I've said, Israelis and Palestinians have both paid too bitter a price to just go back to October 6th. So I discussed pathways today toward a future for Gaza after Hamas, based upon the clear principles laid down last month by my friend, Secretary Blinken. Israelis and Palestinians both deserve a horizon of hope. So the United States continues to believe, as we have under administrations of both parties, that it is in the interest of both Israelis and Palestinians to move forward toward two states, living side by side in mutual security. Now, we know how hard that is, especially after October 7th. But ongoing instability and insecurity only play into the hands of Hamas. So we must think together about what lies beyond this terrible season of terror and war. And as we do, the United States will remain deeply committed to the security and self-defense of the State of Israel. As John F. Kennedy said in 1960, America's friendship with Israel is a national commitment. That was true then.
More officials and public figures dying in China. Mystery shrouds the announcements, sparking speculation and online anxiety. Health authorities in a Chinese city under fire. The accusation, allegedly luring kindergartners into testing new vaccines. The struggle for survival, beginning for earthquake survivors in China.
We haven't eaten anything in the past 2 days.
More on the challenges people are facing following the deadly quake. And China has a new way to deliver COVID-19 vaccines, an inhalable dry powder that can penetrate deeper and wider into the lungs. But what dangers lurk behind its development? What do you think? Let us know below and subscribe if you haven't already. Welcome to China in Focus. I'm Tiffany Meyer. Chinese society is seeing a lot of obituaries lately, especially among high-level officials and notable public figures. In many cases, the reasons for death are not disclosed. But the reports have sparked speculation and anxiety online. That's as China has been ravaged by a severe wave of respiratory diseases since October. Tang Xiao was the billionaire founder of Chinese AI giant SenseTime. He died at the age of 55 last Friday. The company's statement cited undisclosed health issues, though no previous reports about him mentioned health conditions. In 2021, the Treasury Department banned investment in SenseTime, accusing it of developing facial recognition programs that help the Chinese Communist regime persecute China's Uyghur minorities in Xinjiang. One day after Tang's death, another renowned Chinese expert died at 51 years old. Chinese media did not disclose his cause of death. Zhou Guangyuan had been a member of the Chinese Academy of Sciences and a leading figure in studying polymer materials. Also last week, famous Hong Kong actress Kathy Chow passed away at her Beijing residence. Authorities did not disclose the reason for her death, but Beijing police on Thursday detained a staff member at a local hospital and accused him of leaking Chow's medical records online. The record shows the actress suffered a cough and experienced severe respiratory distress the night before her death. The hospital confirmed that the medical records were authentic. Meanwhile, at least 16 Chinese artists died after falling ill in October and November. Among them were renowned directors, actors, and actresses, singers, and photographers. 4 of them were under the age of 55. The youngest was just 30 years old. China has also reported at least 20 deaths among current high-ranking officials and former officials in the past 3 weeks. They include the former vice chairman of the National People's Congress, a former deputy governor, and a former Chinese ambassador to Germany. Those announcements follow the sudden death of former Chinese Prime Minister Li Keqiang in October. Li died at the age of 68, just months after leaving his position as the second most powerful man in China. Hospitals across the country remain overcrowded with patients suffering respiratory illnesses, many of them children. Chinese authorities have claimed the undiagnosed pneumonia spike is easing, but residents from the southern province of Hunan told us a different story.
I have a fever. My throat feels like it's being cut by a knife, and I'm extremely fatigued. At my workplace, someone I knew died in August. It's unclear what illness he suffered from. The autopsy analysis shows the cause of death as a heart attack. In October, someone in their 30s who was on duty went to sleep and never woke up. The specific cause was not disclosed.
We have had 1 or 2 cases where someone suddenly fell ill and couldn't recover.
The Chinese regime has reported 7 cases of the new COVID-19 variant JN1. Because of Beijing's history of covering up health data during the pandemic, it's unclear whether that number is accurate. The World Health Organization classified the JN1 strain as a variant of interest on Tuesday. Chinese scientists have created a new inhalable COVID-19 vaccine looking to replace the injectable version. Here's what you need to know. According to an article published by the Nature journal last Wednesday, it's described as a dry powder aerosol vaccine. Compared to the traditional mRNA jab, the powdered vaccine could significantly reduce transportation and storage costs and does not need to be refrigerated. According to the development team, it reaches deep into the lungs once inhaled. The vaccine has already been cleared for animal trials. It has yet to be tested on humans. The team behind the new vaccine is a Chinese state-run institute based in Beijing, run under the Chinese Communist Party. Last year, China greenlit the world's first inhalable COVID-19 vaccine and exported it to other Asian countries. But experts caution that its safety and effectiveness still need testing. They've also raised concerns about potential undesired inflammation when inhaled by patients. Internet users in the U.S. also raised alarm bells over the new powdered vaccine, questioning whether it could potentially be used as bioweapons by Beijing, and expressing worries about it being placed in America's water systems. We'll bring you an in-depth report soon for more details. Concerning reports from inside China accusing one city of testing new vaccines on kindergarteners. A local CDC branch allegedly cooperating with several kindergartens, promising test subjects around $20 in exchange. What's behind the deal? Here's a closer look.
Earlier this month, Chinese internet users used social media to expose several kindergartens in one city. The schools allegedly encouraging kids to volunteer to test new vaccines. That's happened in the northwestern city of Weinan in Jiangxi province. Many of the kids involved fall into a category known in China as the country's left-behind children. The term describes children whose parents work in other cities, so they live with their grandparents. Photos of the volunteer agreement reveal the new vaccine being tested is against a brain disease. Upon signing the document, guardians must agree that, quote, doctors have answered all of my concerns. I agreed to let my kids participate in this experiment.
The signatures from the close relatives of the child have no legal validity. China's local CDC is luring them to sign documents claiming that they're informed and that it's voluntary. That's a criminal act.
The clinic reportedly pays each participant around $20. A report released 2 months ago said at least 12 kids in one kindergarten were already on board. 11 of them are considered left-behind children. What's more, it appears some of the kids' grandparents aren't fully aware of the situation. Some only have low-level education, while others may be concerned about other issues. One grandparent said he was worried the school wouldn't accept his grandchildren if they didn't participate. Residents around the region spoke to NTD about the issue.
I'm very angry about this. Doing such things to children can have significant impacts on their health. It's as if the children are being treated as guinea pigs.
The local CDC branch in China denies the testing. The incident is sparking buzz online, though reports and information have been largely scrubbed from the Chinese internet.
Next, a roundup of international headlines. The U.S. is adding 13 Chinese companies to its unverified trade list. The decision was made because American officials couldn't visit the companies in person to decide whether they can be trusted with American technology. China's Commerce Ministry has to approve the inspection visits. If U.S. officials still cannot perform site checks after 60 days, these companies will be considered for Washington's more restrictive entity list. These Chinese companies include PNC Systems in Jiangsu Province and Xinwei Transportation in the city of Guangzhou. The Chinese Communist Party leader has reportedly told President Biden that Beijing would take Taiwan under control, but he hasn't decided on the timing yet. NBC News reported the conversation, citing unnamed sources. The conversation allegedly took place during the recent U.S.-China summit in San Francisco. An Australian court convicted a Vietnamese refugee for working for the Chinese Communist Party. The refugee Di San Duong is a local community leader in Melbourne. Prosecutors said he cultivated a relationship with then Minister Alan Tudge on behalf of Beijing, and that Duong arranged Tudge to receive over $25,000 in donations. Duong has pleaded not guilty. Japanese media reports say Tokyo is making the final arrangements to export Patriot missiles to the U.S. at Washington's request. The U.S. has been supplying Ukraine with these missiles, but its stockpile of them is running low. The export would mark a significant policy change if it goes through, as Japan currently does not allow exports of finished lethal military equipment. A lawmaker butting heads with the Treasury Department. The issue, whether your electric car would qualify for thousands of dollars in tax savings. Let's take a closer look.
Senator Joe Manchin is pushing Congress to reverse guidance on electric vehicle tax credits. He says the current rule will make America more reliant on China. The division he's looking to flip comes from the Treasury Department. It sets the bar on what type of EVs would qualify for the $7,500 tax credit. Under the Inflation Reduction Act, anyone buying an EV could qualify for the tax savings. But here's the kicker. They wouldn't get the money if the car's batteries have components or minerals sourced from China. The Treasury Department's latest update clarifies that rule. It says beginning in 2025, EVs eligible for the tax credit may not contain critical minerals processed in countries including China. That gives automakers a 2-year grace period. Examples of those minerals include lithium. China refines over 60% of the metal globally. Now, Senator Manchin is slamming the update, saying it'll make it easier for Chinese companies to take advantage of the EV credit. It's unclear if the Senate can override the Treasury guidance.
Will we witness a thaw in U.S.-China relations in the coming year? From presidential elections in Taiwan and the U.S. to continued trade fights, the world's two largest economies appear to be treading on thin ice. Here's a wrap-up of the potential fault lines that lie ahead.
After a year that brought panic over spy balloons, a fight over semiconductors, and an intensifying military rivalry, China and the United States are ending the year with an uneasy détente, with both Biden and China's communist leader Xi Jinping looking to stop a freefall in their countries' relations. But 2024 could bring new turbulence. Here are 3 problems that could cause a stumble in U.S.-China ties. First, Taiwan. There, votes kick off in mid-January for the island's new president and legislature. The Chinese Communist regime claims Taiwan as its own territory despite never having ruled it. It has vowed to annex Taiwan by force if necessary. Taiwan officials say Beijing has been escalating military maneuvers near the island and pushing a prickly narrative, a choice between war or peace with China. The U.S. could be drawn in if military tensions escalate in the Taiwan Strait, and there's a precedent for that. In 1996, the U.S. sent an aircraft carrier group to the area in response to China's military exercises and missile tests ahead of voting. The 2024 U.S. presidential election could be even more consequential. Barring last-minute surprises, it will likely be a rematch between Joe Biden and former President Donald Trump. Analysts argue that the Chinese regime might prefer Biden for his perceived predictability and as a negotiating partner. And semiconductors are a key issue in the U.S.-China tech rivalry. The U.S. is expected to beef up export controls on high-end chips. Those rules are designed to prevent China's military from getting its hands on the most advanced semiconductors. The devices power AI and have other defense applications. China sees this as an effort targeted at its development, but struggles to push back, since retaliating against U.S. businesses would only drive away the foreign capital Beijing needs, as its economic growth slows.
In northwest China, difficulties are mounting for those who just survived a deadly earthquake. locals are grappling with cold weather and a lack of supplies, reportedly with little help from authorities. Here are what some of them had to say.
We haven't eaten anything in the past 2 days. We haven't had any water to drink. The house is all gone, and so is the food.
A magnitude 5.9 earthquake killed at least 130 people in the country's northwestern Gansu and Qinghai provinces this week. It damaged or destroyed over 150,000 houses. The numbers come from Chinese state media. Officials said about 80,000 people were displaced. Those who lost their homes have been forced to take refuge outdoors in temperatures well below freezing.
My 2 kids are sleeping in someone else's tent. They don't have a tent now. Yesterday, my husband and my 2 girls stood in the yard for the whole night.
A powerful cold front has gripped most of China since last week. Villagers said the only assistance they've gotten from local authorities so far has been tents for shelter. Many of the now homeless quake survivors say they're also lacking basic supplies like food and water.
That's all for today's China in Focus on YouTube. We're now sharing a shortened version of our program here after being
It was tough because it was a split-second decision. Once he got the ball to one dribble, I had to figure out an angle when the shot clock was running down. I saw him before, right as he got the ball, we kind of locked eyes. I had my hands up. And when he took the extra dribble, I lost sight of him, and the ball was coming on time, on target. I was able to get my feet underneath me. And then it was just a rhythm shot at that point. So it was a hell of a play, just knowing that we needed to get a shot up, and he made the right decision. 12 assists, 0 turnovers. He's a master of that.
Steph, how gratifying is it to get a win like this? You guys have routinely had games where you've had the big leads and had to kind of fight back to win. In this case, you guys came back down 17 in the third quarter to win in overtime.
You know the old saying, everything happens for a reason. That reason is usually physics. I'm Bill Nye. You may know me as the science guy. Yes, I use science to solve problems and make things. When you think scientifically, that enables you to attack virtually any problem. I don't want everybody to become a full-time scientist. The fashion consequences of that alone would be very troubling. But we do want everybody to have a fundamental knowledge of science and an appreciation of critical thinking. This class is a shift in perspective. I'll show you some ideas that I've come up with over the last 40 years. Stuff I've never discussed on any television show. A way of thinking, a way of accomplishing goals, a way to not be fooled. It's very easy to think something is a reliable source when it might not be. Ask yourself, is the claim specific? Is there a simpler explanation? And can it be independently verified? We've all felt fear. Fear comes from the amygdala. Our brain gets hijacked, affects your ability to think logically. If you like to worry about things, you're living at a great time. And if you're like me, you're very concerned about climate change. There are more fires, there are more floods, the world's warmer than ever. But with our scientific understanding, we can take that fear and turn it into excitement. We're going to talk about the solutions and how design will help us all address big problems, turning nerd ideas into nerd action. And that, my friends, is the essence of science, the joy of discovery. You learn more about yourself and your relationship to the world around you. We need big ideas, and those are going to come from you and me. Just think what is possible in the next few decades. It fills me with optimism about the future. Let us think critically to save the world. I'm Bill Nye, and this is Masterclass.
so that no one can keep.
Introducing Mr. Chuando Tan, a multifaceted individual hailing from Singapore, renowned as a fashion photographer, model, actor, and author. In the year 2023, at the age of 57, he continues to defy the conventional aging process. Take a glimpse at his youthfulness in his 20s, a striking testament to his seemingly timeless visage. Born in 1966, Mr. Chuando Tan has captivated social media audiences with his astonishingly youthful appearance, a phenomenon that often leads observers to mistake him for someone in their 20s.
You wouldn't want to look like a hamburger, right? I would rather look like a mean, lean chicken breast. Basically, you are what you eat.
Chuando Tan firmly subscribes to the adage, you are what you eat. Embracing the philosophy that one's physical appearance is primarily a result of nutrition, 70%, and complemented by exercise, 30%, he champions the widely recognized 70-30 concept, a holistic approach to weight management and overall well-being.
Training only stands for 30%. Remaining of the 70% is really depends on what you eat, what you put into your body.
In this video, we delve into Chuando's exercise regimen and lifestyle tips, followed by his top dietary choice for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and 8 foods he eats. We will also share what foods Chuando stays away from in order to maintain his good health and vitality.
I have come home and I have stood at the base of the steps just dreading the 40 stairs that I have to climb up. And there's 40 because I've counted them. When you're not healthy, it's hard to be happy. I'm Tommy Curtis and I'm a supernatural athlete. My relationship with exercise was pretty much non-existent. I think the longest time that I've really been consistent with a program would be maybe a month and a half. And then I would just quit because I like to eat and I like to watch TV. And when I get home from work, I like to just relax. You get to that point mentally where it's like, well, I'm already at this state. I might as well just throw in the towel and not even put forth any effort. But I don't want to dread every day because of negativity that I'm going to face. I've always been shy. It's kind of funny. I'm an auctioneer. And I do go on stage and I do talk to groups of people. It used to be demoralizing for me to even talk to someone that I didn't know. But for Christmas, I received a Quest headset. I stumbled upon Supernatural and there was a free trial, which is always the best way to get me to do something. And it just stuck. It just made me feel so strong and awesome. The great thing about Supernatural is it takes the limitations that you've put on yourself and then made you realize that those are not limitations, those are just steps to becoming a better person. I love the confidence that I can do hard things. I am not afraid of failure anymore. I know that there's things that I will face that I might not be amazing at, but I can still give them a try. I think that's the thing about Supernatural is it really shows you who you're capable of being. In January, had you said you can do a 30-minute high workout and live through it, I would have laughed. Now I love sweating, which I used to hate sweating. Supernatural has given me the ability to live and be happy while I'm doing it. I think I can be anything that I want to be. I don't think there's any limitations.
The fasting mimicking diet is exactly what it says. It is a diet that makes your body believe that it is fasting while you still have the ability to consume minimal amounts of food that have been formulated with a specific amount of macro and micronutrients.
I love Prolon, and I've done it now 2 times.
So the very first time I did Prolon, what I noticed after when I was done with the fast is that my energy levels went a lot higher.
I felt energized the whole time, strong the whole time, and the recovery kind of matched the way my brain felt. It felt clear and strong and steady.
I lost the weight. I had more energy. And for me, it showed in my results on the golf course.
I've lost 10 pounds since I started this, and I've kept that weight off.
I just felt very focused, and I felt lighter. I lost weight, just had way more energy.
If you're considering buying that, I highly recommend it.
I would highly recommend Prolon. I mean, I talk about it to all of my clients.
I'm definitely doing it again. Any minute now.
Exercise routine. Chuando has been exercising since young and he maintains his discipline to this day. Now in his 50s, he takes it easier. On a good week, we would see him at the gym 5 times, for a maximum of an hour and a half each, but he often manages with just 3 sessions a week. In his gym session, he divides up time between strength training and cardio. For strength training, he spends no more than 30 minutes on this activity. Strength training is always followed by cardio training. However, due to a knee injury, he doesn't jog but walks at a fast pace on a treadmill. One exercise he does every day is swimming. He attends a swimming pool in the evenings and swims there for about an hour. Skincare. Chuando's well-maintained skin contributes to his youthful appearance. Chuando says he has sensitive skin. So, he minimizes what he does to his skin. He only uses 2 products daily for his face, gel face wash and moisturizing cream. Hydration plays a crucial role in his skincare routine, achieved through ample water consumption, while avoiding certain beverages, a topic we'll explore later. Acknowledging a few gray strands in his hair, Chuando opts for hair dye instead of embracing the salt and pepper look as yet. When it comes to plastic surgery, he experimented with a single Botox procedure, a gifted treatment that he found unappealing. Since then, he has refrained from any further cosmetic interventions. Stress management. Stress can have a big impact on our skin. It comes as no surprise to see Chuando managing his stress level to minimum. What's his secret? In his own words, I have tried many different jobs and stopped at what I really like. I love people, love communication, love to set up a photo shoot, and love to take photos. If you do what you don't like, then you'll be feeling bad and, of course, it won't strengthen your health. Chuando channels his passion into various projects, including authoring a new book this year and planning to publish another next year. Regularly involved in fashion photo shoots as a photographer, he embodies the adage, if you love what you do, you'll never work another day in your life. Scientifically, the notion holds true. A study by the University College of London, spanning almost 10 years and involving over 11,000 individuals aged 50 plus, revealed that those who rated themselves happiest were 35% less likely to face mortality in the next 5 years compared to their less positive counterparts. Moreover, recent research from Finland has uncovered a tangible link between work-related stress and our DNA. Participants experiencing severe work-induced exhaustion exhibited shorter leukocyte telomeres, a component of DNA linked to predicting lifespan, longer ones typically indicating a longer life, and susceptibility to age-related diseases, shorter ones associated with increased age-related diseases. What Chuando eats? Eggs. During his breakfast interview with the Straits Times at Marina Sands Singapore's buffet, Chuando opted for a straightforward morning meal centered around protein. Notably, eggs dominated his plate, with 6 poached eggs, though only 2 yolks were consumed to regulate cholesterol levels. Complementing this protein-rich choice were a modest slice of French toast and a small serving of grilled vegetables. Eggs, celebrated for their affordability, widespread availability, and ease of digestion, serve as an excellent source of high-quality protein. Chuando's preference aligns with the nutritional benefits of eggs, which include a notable concentration of leucine, an amino acid crucial for muscle synthesis. Additionally, eggs contribute essential nutrients for older individuals, such as vitamin D and omega-3 fatty acids. For seniors, eggs stand out as a familiar and well-accepted protein option, particularly during breakfast. This dietary practice may contribute to preventing sarcopenia, the age-related decline in muscle mass commonly observed in older individuals.
Home is where we make full-bellied belly laughs.
Pillsbury, made at home.
Oats. At home, when he has more time to prepare breakfast, he would make oatmeal by adding milk, eggs, honey and avocado. He would also sprinkle chia seeds. Oats, a rich source of beta-glucan-soluble fiber, actively contributes to lowering blood glucose and cholesterol levels, thereby mitigating the risk of heart disease and diabetes. Furthermore, beta-glucan fosters a healthy gut microbiome and intestinal well-being, promoting a lasting sense of fullness. The addition of avocado and chia seeds are also excellent choices. Avocado is a good source of vitamin E and folate. Avocados have many nutrients which may help to lower blood pressure, manage cholesterol and keep eyes healthy. Chia seeds are also very rich in fiber, antioxidants, minerals, and heart-healthy omega-3 fatty acids. They have been linked to improvement in risk factors for heart disease and diabetes, as well as benefits for digestion and gut health. For lunch and dinner, Chuando declares that he's quite boring because he always eats the same things. At home or dining out in Orchard Road in the heart of Singapore, he simply goes for either fish soup or chicken with rice. He's not particular about whether it tastes good or not, as long as it's fresh. When he's enjoying fish soup, he focuses on the pure essence of the broth and have it without any carbs. When it comes to chicken and rice, he opts for chicken breast and the carbs will come in the form of a small serving of brown rice or vegetables. For chicken, he lightly marinates it in olive oil and balsamic vinegar and cooks it in a toaster oven, without any salt. He might add a bit of dark soy sauce for flavor. Chuando also enjoys having salads made of fresh greens for dinner. For snacks, nuts and berries. In the mornings, he likes to start the day with berries. When he's busy and hasn't eaten, he may quickly grab some almonds or cashew nuts. It will be about 10 almonds, not a huge quantity. In Healthy Long Life, in the above video titled, Must Eat 12 Fruits, we have discussed that berries are the top fruits to enjoy at age over 50. Do check out that video after watching this video on Chuando Tan. Durians. For fruits, Chuando enjoys sweet durians. The tropical fruit, despite its strong scent, is called the king of fruits. Looking at its nutritional value, it's not surprising. 1 cup of its pulp provides 80% of the daily value of vitamin C, 61% of thiamine, 40% of manganese and vitamin B6. Durian's nutrition also includes potassium, riboflavin, copper, folate, magnesium, and niacin. It is also rich in healthy antioxidants including anthocyanins, carotenoids, polyphenols, and flavonoids. Ice cream. While Chuando mostly enjoys non-processed natural foods, the photographer admits that ice cream is his weakness and that's why he sometimes eats it. However, those cheat days are rare. He would indulge in ice cream only once a month, and if he does, he only eats it in the first half of the day. His choice of ice cream is Haagen-Dazs vanilla ice cream and he would split the pint into 3 servings. Eating it in moderation is key. What Chuando does not eat. As we have already seen, Chuando likes to eat lean protein, less carbs, and snack a little on mostly natural foods like nuts and berries. When it comes to foods he avoids, there is a list of some rules from which we can learn healthy and clean eating. No to sugar. Other than ice cream, Chuando stays away from sugar. Scientifically, sugar accelerates the aging process. According to Dr. Nish from UnityPoint Health, at the end of each strand of our DNA is a little cap called a telomere, which protects our DNA from damage. Every time our DNA is read and duplicated, those telomeres shorten. Sugar quickens that shortening and advances the aging process. No other drinks than water. He avoids coffee and tea but drinks plenty of water. If he's traveling and feels very relaxed, he would opt for cappuccino, skinny. He does not smoke or drink alcohol. On alcohol, in an interview, he said, "I grew to like wine, but I don't really drink it 'cause alcohol ages your skin. If you're trying to cleanse your body by eating clean, don't put the toxins back in by drinking and smoking. Eat clean. Less oil." If he goes out to eat hot pot, he would always choose the lighter broth, not the oily one. For hot pot mix, he would opt for healthy options only, fish, bean curd and vegetables. He tries not to drink the soup because it's full of MSG. Chuando says he also loves the taste of tempura. But he is very disciplined. He would only eat it on a rare occasion. He sticks to eating clean for most days. No sauce. Chuando shared that he doesn't eat sauce on foods when he can avoid them. In his own words, "When I was still modeling and dined out with my friends, I used to dip my food in a bowl of hot water to rinse off the sauce before I consumed it. I still do that now, sometimes. My friends said, 'You're crazy,' but I told them, 'No choice what? I cannot stop you from picking a restaurant that serves unhealthy food. It's not difficult for me 'cause I've been doing this for so many years. I was a swimmer in my teens, and I was always into health and bodybuilding. I love going to the gym. It's a good habit that will stick with me for the rest of my life. I will lift till I cannot lift.' Finally, there is one more eating habit he abides by. Chuando says he does not eat 7 hours before bedtime. This would be similar to the concept of restricted timing of intermittent fasting, which we have covered in many of the videos as shared by Dr. Sinclair and Dr. Scharfenberg. Please continue watching these videos for healthy long life.
Love it.
Steph Curry's continued excellence. With 33 points and an overtime win over the Celtics last night with 3 seconds on the clock, Curry nailed a game-winning three, snapping Boston's 5-game win streak. You saw him putting them to sleep. To nobody's surprise, Curry currently leads the league in three-pointers with 121. Before this season, Curry's led the league in made three-pointers 7 different times. Stephen A., we talked about it on the show, how impressed Shaq was with him. How impressed are you with Steph Curry's continued excellence, even this year, this late in his career?
Well, that's the part that I think we should celebrate about people like him and LeBron James.
You know what I need to do?
He's the greatest shooter God ever